If happy love, I feel, know that I am, even if I don't understand. I'll take the chance, give me a proof, me and my heart, we'll make it through. If happy is her, I feel, know that I am, even if I don't understand. I'll take the blame, give me a proof, me and my heart. Okay. Okay, okay. Okay. Okay, okay. 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 50p50, let's go. Stone cold. There once was a sacred chord. Cleared it out. Alrighty then. Don't say it. It's like usually I just play Warframe, but well, usually I just broadcast Warframe on a different account on Twitch. But recently, some of my friends said I should go on YouTube. Apparently, there's this thing called the Season Pass. I'm so late with this game apparently too. Like apparently, I'm saying apparently too much. Well, it started in like 2011, but it blew up this year because of some guy named Ninja or whatever, who plays on Twitch as well. So he's making like hundreds and thousands of dollars just off of Fortnite every day. And this guy's like crazy good. I watched some of the videos. Like he is good. Oh, there it is. No, I missed it. No. How do you cover it? Oh, there it is. I'm not really doing anything, am I? What's happening? got him. Oh, okay. Let's go down. There we go. Let's try not to get killed. Oh, no, that's my teammates. Like, where are all the guys? They're like... Oh, this takes way too long. Should I go closer? I'm not sure if this is a good idea. Okay, so... Good job. Oh, God. Oh, is he reviving the guy? Oh, God, no. Oh, no, 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 no. This is not good. Oh, no, wow. Oh, I was doing so good, too. What? Did he revive the other guy? I'm pretty sure I killed him. That's crazy. This game is interesting, but I'm playing on a PlayStation, so it's a bit different. It's a lot different from Warframe. It is not the same. Warframe is a lot more... the movement is a bit... it's definitely different from Warframe. Definitely. The movement in Warframe is like fast-paced and slick. Very directional. But on this it's like... stiff and I know it's not bad movement, it's just something I'm not used to. Try this one. I should get this season pass thing. Looks cool. All these skins and stuff. I'll also try to get a webcam. You could have face-to-face conversations. Where am I going? I don't want to die as soon as I land, so I have to... let's go somewhere. Oh no, people are here. I'm very scared in this game. I don't know how to play, so I don't want to die as soon as. But I guess that's one of the ways you can learn how to. Oh no, no, no! He killed himself. He killed himself. He killed himself. Wow. Oh my god, I have never seen so. He killed himself. Was that? I thought that was my kill for a second, but he killed himself. That is some serious. Wow. Okay. That's all I have to say. I think he killed the guy up there with the rocket launcher, and then he came down here trying to kill me as well. Or maybe he took the first shot, missed, and then just came down trying to get a closer hit. I don't have that much ammo. Oh yeah, another thing. This game is really, really deceiving. Like the footsteps, I get it. Like it tells you something like, but sometimes you hear yours and there's like an echo behind your own footsteps, and you can't really hear others. So it's hard to see if someone's following you or creeping up behind you, or anything like that. Because of that, I need some shield potions. Should I be a camper and just sit here and wait? Let's try this. Oh no, he saw me. Oh, I don't know how to build. Crap, I don't know how to build. I do not know how to build, not one bit. Oh no. Where is he? Oh, there he is. There he goes. I see him. I know where he is. I know where he is. Oh god, he hit me. Yo, I can't even like sneak up a little bit because like he'll see me and like get a hit. Oh my god, I'm about to die. I'm about to die. I'm about to die. I knew it. What the? He's so like people are insanely good at this game. Like how was he even?
And outdated. So in this video, I just want to share 4 proven best practices that will be this year. Coming up. Hey, what's up, Sean here with Think Media, bringing the best tips and tools for building your influence with online video. And on this channel, we do a lot of tech and camera gear reviews, as well as tips and strategy videos, just like this one. So if you're new here, consider subscribing. So recently here on Think Media, we did a 1-hour deep dive YouTube masterclass. And during that training, there was a part where I taught on how to get more views on YouTube this year, focusing on some of the basics and fundamentals and YouTube best practices. And while you may have heard some of these strategies before, I'm reminded of the quote from Michael Jordan, one of the greatest athletes of all time, when he said, "Get the fundamentals down and the level of everything you do will rise." So I really think to crush it on YouTube this year, it's important that we maybe re-look at some of the basic best practices around YouTube and really ask ourselves, have we mastered them? Have we really perfected them, or can we still grow in these areas? And I think you'll appreciate some of the fresh insights that are also a part of this training. So let's jump into the content right now, and I'll see you right after the video. So now let's talk about the 2 rules for YouTube success this year and some of the strategies that I'm focusing on. So here's a question, rhetorical. What does YouTube value most? What does YouTube value most? If we want to crush it on YouTube, it's probably important to know what YouTube values most so that we can play by their rules so that we can win on the platform. So what does YouTube value most? Well, when I talk to most people, a lot of times they think it's maybe subscribers. Like, oh, how many subscribers do you have? Or more than that, a lot of times they think it's views. Like, if I can get a lot of views, YouTube will reward me. But it's been known for some time now that on YouTube, minutes actually matter most. So when you go into your analytics of your YouTube channel, you'll see this same stack, right? And you'll see that there's a reason minutes is at the top of the list. What YouTube realized a couple years ago was that, well, views are important, but you can game views. If you did a tricky clickbait thumbnail and title, and you got people to click on your video, and a lot of people to do that, you could get a lot of views, but if people only watch for 1 second, that's actually not connection. In fact, that's almost meaningless. If someone only watches for 1 or 10 seconds, that is meaningless. That's not a metric. There's no connection. There's no depth there. So I started thinking, well, minutes, though, is like 10x more powerful than a view.
Because a view is like whatever, but if somebody watches an entire minute, think about that. A stranger doesn't know you, and in our busy lives, they watch a whole minute of your content. It's a big deal. So it's really important to know the new rules on YouTube is that minutes matter most on YouTube. So the first strategy I want to talk about is, well, how do you really increase your watch time? So write this down: thumbnail, title, hook, content. Thumbnail, title, hook, content. I think it's important to really think through and think that people never go from not watching your videos to like finishing your video and subscribing. That might happen, but there's so many things that need to happen in between, and that we should remember about doing the best practices at every stage along the way. So what I mean is that if, before anyone ever watches your video, they have to read your title. And usually before they read your title, they have to look at your thumbnail. Now, you might be like, well, Sean, these are some of the basics. Of course, I mean, be consistent, do your thumbnails, whatever. But let me ask you, like, are you doing them well? And are you doing them at a mastery level? Like, can you level up your thumbnails, your titles this year? I think you can. And I think you need to, because even though this might even be common sense for those of us that have been on YouTube for a while, it's not necessarily common practice. Like, are you executing at a 10-10 level? If not, I really want you to work on it this year. And so keep in mind, excuse me, this thumbnail, one of the goals here is to kind of be enticing. Write this down. How can you make your thumbnails provocative to kind of capture attention? So wait a minute, a 400 millimeter pocket camera? So for any photographer, that's outrageous. Normally, this lens is what 400 millimeters it is, but Canon released this 400 millimeter concept camera that fits in my hand. So I wanted to think, how can I make the most attention-grabbing thumbnail possible? And then knowing, though, that like it starts with the thumbnail. The one mistake I see people make, they make their thumbnail even say the same words as their title. You don't want to put too many words in your title. We're putting less and less and less words. Most of the time trying to put 2, probably at the most 4. But notice the title's much longer and it builds it out more. A 400 millimeter Canon camera lens that fits in your pocket, ? Using the hashtag. This was around a tech show that we did recently. So people are going to look at your thumbnail first, but then you need a great title, master that skill, but then you need the hook. Just because someone clicks, they're not going to finish your video. Study your analytics. You want to take the first 5 to 10 seconds to, and sometimes I take maybe 20 minutes to actually think about, write, script the first 5 to 10 seconds of my videos, because it matters that much. Again, if you want to get watch time, and if minutes matter most, you want to master this stuff, right? And so you want to craft the first 5 to 10 seconds of your video to tease and create interest for people to watch the whole video, and then think about, how can I make the content itself engaging? How can I maybe make it half short and twice strong? Is there there dead spots? Is there spots that people could lose attention? Is there just spots that are, moments people would click away? And a power tip here is to go into your analytics later and study the audience retention of your videos, but then look at where people drop off and then be like, oh, that makes sense. And like one of the things we realized was that actually what we're doing right now, like on a webinar, when I do this, if I do this in a YouTube video and you don't see my face anymore, I can see in my analytics of that audience retention that actually is where people drop off. So one of the things that we try to do is on YouTube videos that aren't like a masterclass like this, we try to actually make a slide like 80% of the screen and keep me on the screen like 20% to keep the eye contact going. The only reason I learned that is because I studied how is my content performing and how can I improve my content to get more watch time. You got to do that this year because minutes matter most. All right, so I hope that you found that training helpful. And again, even though maybe thank you for doing this entire interview without plugging your merch once.
Logan Paul reveals why he's really fighting KSI and why he walked out of the London press conference. Plus, Logan's interview with BBC Radio is getting a ton of backlash. Hey guys, it's Lisa for Hollywood Life, and before we get into Logan, did you know his younger brother Jake is in the new Unfriended film? Well, he isn't, but apparently Google thought he was, causing a lot of confusion to the point that people promoting the film actually had to address it. They even featured Jake in a hilarious mock trailer. I really think you should stop.
Oh, God.
Buy that merch. Buy that merch.
That looked way too real. I think that is real.
Guys, that's what they're trading.
Trade what?
All those videos.
We have to do something. We have to do it now. This Unfriended trailer would have been more realistic if Logan was in it. I'm joking. Sorry, guys. But okay, speaking of Logan, recall he peaced out early from his London press conference after KSI was ripping him a new one. Well, it seems like Logan was just trying to make it to his BBC Radio 1 interview before flying back to the States.
4 rounds? I'm betting $1 million on myself. Are you really gonna do that? Yeah.
Where's the rest? Yeah, where's the rest?
Yeah, apparently that's all BBC Radio 1 will ever show because they faced backlash from fans after the promos released and eventually tweeted this, quote, after listening back to the interview, we don't feel it's right. We understand some of your strong views on Logan, but ultimately, if we don't think the interview is good enough, we don't air it.
The fuck out of here.
I don't know, that Logan interview sounded spicy to me. I'd love to see it. Regardless, Logan did stop by New York to do an interview with Casey, and we learn a lot. Logan reveals his Suicide Forest documentary is not going to be a fluff piece and says it will show what his life was like at that time for a better understanding of the events that transpired. LP then tells Casey what he plans to do with the proceeds from it.
If we do decide to monetize it, 100% of the proceeds will go to some sort of suicide prevention awareness program. Because that's essentially what this whole thing is about.
Things get pretty interesting when Casey presses Logan about playing with dead rats after the Suicide Forest vlog, and this is his response.
The rat that was me becoming obsessed with the idea of being a villain. I essentially became the architect of my own destruction
because I wanted to be who they thought. I thought I might as well adopt this. Screw it.
You need people like me so you can point your fucking fingers and say, that's the bad guy.
But alright, Logan later says he's trying to avoid being insensitive and reveals how he's becoming a better person.
I'm vegan now.
Being vegan just makes you better than most people.
I got a girlfriend who is extremely wise, and she helps me grow and become the person I want to become.
That part about Chloe's kind of cute. But okay, Casey eventually switches gears to talk about the KSI fight, and Logan reveals why he's actually doing it.
This is like the boxing win for me, is showing people that even if you fail, even if you get knocked to the ground, even if you feel like you're at the lowest point of your life, you can get up and do something and still win.
Logan also reveals why he didn't talk back to KSI at the London press conference.
I have no interest in bantering back and forth with someone who is the exact person that I'm trying not to become and stray away from by degrading women, by going after my family in a manner that is intended to harm. Goal for me here is to beat him, not talk about his family or talk about what I'm gonna do to his girlfriend.
But alright, you guys can click right up here to subscribe, hit that bell button down below, and let us know in the comments if your team...
You know, hold up. What's that? Oh, damn, bro, go get that. I should do that? Bro, if you don't, I will. You should be like, what about baby mother? What's up, girl? How you doing?
Hey, I'm Jessica.
Oh, damn, how old are you?
19.
Hey, yo, don't get up. Oh, shit. Oh, no, Fam, chill. That's my mom, dog. Damn, no, come on, get out of here. Let's get out of here. What the hell? Yo, they crazy as hell, bro. They think like that now? That was some son. Let's get out of here. That's fucking crazy. Whoa. Damn. How old are you? You 18? Man, get out of here. They trying to make me go back to jail. What the hell? You ain't going back to jail. Let's get out of here, man. Let's go get something to eat. Man. She got some ass, though, man.
Hi, guys. Hi. How are you? Okay, so where are we going?
Well, I was thinking.
Oh, bless you.
Thank you. But I was
I'm
thinking.
sorry, what did you just say? I said bless you. And what did you just say?
Thank you.
Ain't nobody bless you but me, my nigga. Since I've been in your life, I've been a blessing, right? You got transportation, right? You got a new job. Now get your ass up and sit back.
Why you gotta do that? That's my sister.
I don't care if she got ass and titties. I'm from the South. That shit is legal.
Man, that crazy shit is for the birds.
Now give me your wallet so we go to Disneyland, the happiest place on earth. Come on now, you know the drill.
I'm sorry.
Don't apologize to nobody, my nigga. Even when I'm wrong, I'm right. Cover your titties up. Alright, we're going to go to Disneyland, the happiest place on earth. Ooh, y'all brother and sister, you never been, we're gonna have so much fun. Smile. I said smile! Alright. Where are my fries?
Oh, you didn't ask for fries, so I didn't get you any.
Babe, there's no fries in here.
You only asked for the burger. That's why I got you the burger.
Where are my fries, babe? I need my fries! I need my fries before every meal! I need my fries! I need them! What is the
Calm the fuck down! You can have some of mine!
I don't want your fries! I want my own fries!
Alright, okay! I'll get you your goddamn fries and shut up! God damn!
Why would you ever yell at me? You know I'm on my period.
What the? You just yelled at me! Don't do that. Don't do that. You just tore up the food up. Give me this. I'm gonna just go back and get you your goddamn fries. God damn. But this game cheap, bro. Yo. Hey, y'all see my phone? Call my phone real quick. Alright. Bro, you sorry, though. Man, I'm not sorry. What the hell is this? What's what? Who the hell is Jerome? Ain't that you? What the hell no? My name Watts. I mean, nigga, you look like a Jerome. Bitch. Oh, damn. Look what he got you saved on. Fat ass nigga. Man, have you seen yourself lately? Nigga, I've been working out. Nigga, when? Look what you eating. I cheat day. Nigga, you cheat every day. Come on, let me see, man. No, you good. You good. Come on, man. What?
Oh, God.
Nah, what you think? Know what I'm on.
Didn't even say this, Gavin.
Can't believe it, man. I'll let your bitch ass spend the night at my house.
I bet your bitch just spent that around.
Fuck it. Come on, man.
He just
We
saying
gonna win
this.
this 2K? What? Grandma, what you want?
This nigga is ski.
Hey, don't tell Mom that we don't use car seats with me. Unhand me! What do you think you're doing? Okay, Stewie, you're gonna help Daddy by holding his iPad while he watches Season 1 of House of Cards. Where was the house? Where was the House of Cards? All right, Stewie, time to go. Whoa, a little wobbly. Guess my legs fell asleep. Stewie, Daddy can't feel his legs. Go get help. I'm hanging from a door, you idiot.
By the way, you're down to 5% battery.
Ah, damn it, my head.
Well, no wonder you're running all the apps at once.
Sir? Sir, can you hear me? There he is. Welcome back, buddy.
Who are you?
I'm a paramedic, named Striker Fox.
Well, Lois just texted. Burgers or meatballs for dinner? I'll text back for you. Same thing, bitch. Just different shapes. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Oh, battery died.
Sir, you sustained a head injury. How many chicken fingers am I holding up, and do you want one?
3, and hell yeah. These are amazing. Did I die and go to heaven?
Well, you didn't die because I saved you. And you're not in heaven because you're not holding a margarita. Oh, wait a minute. Yes, you are.
You brought a lot of food in the bathroom.
I always do.
Oh my God. Are you the coolest guy ever?
All right, it's time to open up a box. What? Is it heavy? No, that's a light. Right, we get the note in there because I have no idea what this thing is.
Whoa!
Oh, no, not yet.
How to hashtag your YouTube videos.
Oh, what? Hey everyone, this is your chubby but yet adorable YouTube expert, Daryl E. Now, I was just recently asked by one of my subscribers on the importance of utilizing tags in your YouTube videos. Guys, tags are extremely important to YouTube, especially if you want to have the discoverability and visibility of your YouTube videos. So, what I decided to do is put together this video and show you my 4 types of tags that I always use when uploading a video to my channel or to the channels of my clients. And also, you want to watch the video to the very end because I'm going to explain to you when YouTube just literally disregards all your tags and does what they want to do. And I'm going to teach you why they do this and how to actually do a thing, a little trick to get YouTube to relook at your older videos and reevaluate them. So if you're interested in this topic, stay tuned. DarylEves.com. Now let's jump right in and let me show you how to properly tag your YouTube videos. Now you can use this technique on any of the videos that you actually upload. All you need to do is hit edit and you can use this same technique, and I'd encourage you to do that. And at the end of this video, I'm going to give you a super tip on what I actually do with my tags consistently.